Quick video showing this metal transfer case with a 370 motor in it. It's got a reduction gearbox on it, intermediate. Great improvement. So I'll show you it going in and so forth, and at the end I'll wrap it up for you and show you exactly what I had to do. There's quite a lot to be done. Welcome. Time to upgrade my gas with this. If you haven't already seen, this is a metal transfer case, full metal gears or pinions in it, with a 370 motor with a reduction gearbox on it. So this is what you get with the kit. 2 aluminium housings for the motor mounting. It'll mount up like this. 1 pinion, 2 pinion, 3 pinion, with an output shaft on one side, and the other side will drop down for the front or rear depending which way it's orientated. So it's pretty much a drop-in solution for any of the WPL, JJRC, Heng Long series of these. It's a ball raced set for the output shafts. Grub screws, motor screws, you get a little hex wrench and 2 shafts. I believe this longer shaft runs the length of the motor or the motor mount to bring back the output shaft to where the drive shaft can access it. It should be quite a quick shoe-in solution for anyone doing this if you've already got a custom ESC. Okay, this is the sort of ESC I've got. The input is a JST and the output to the motor is a JST also. So once you've soldered this on, yeah, I don't think it's got a polarity. It should just be a quick plug it in job. Nice thing about this motor, it looks to have removable or replaceable brushes, so keep an eye out for a spare set if you're the same way inclined as I am, like to have spares. First things first, let's take it apart and have a look. Hopefully it's metal gears in here. Okay, I don't want to take it too far apart, but it does indeed have metal shafts and gears in there, so brilliant. Might be worthwhile putting some thread locker on these screws if I haven't already got it. Another piece, you get a aluminium cooling jacket for your motor, but as you see, it doesn't exactly fit on there, so I think you might have to see what you can do about bending it into shape. Yeah, there you go. A little bit of force on either side of the casting. So I'm going to solder these up and put it in, and I'll bring you back and hopefully we'll see it running. Here's the motor mounted to the casing, pinions on, Loctite and so forth. Here's the intermediate shaft, Loctite again, and this pinion's pushed as far up the flat as possible that way. Bearing on the end of the shaft in the recess. This one also is pushed to the key of the flat that way, I think, to give the same clearance either side and get all the teeth patterns in the same parallel. So there you go. 2 bearings in this side of the housing. Nicely got 3 grub screws left over. It was these sort of countersunk head screws that mount the motor, and I assume I use these to go through the frame rail into the housing as well. It's the same thread. There we go. Slips straight on like a glove. Undoubtedly there's going to be a little bit of play in that. Packing it full of grease will probably help. I think I've got some kicking about. I'm going to do that, and then these go through the housing into the tapped holes on the other side, and then it'd just be a matter of, I think it mounts pointing backwards, hence why you've got the long shaft to bring the output shaft in line with the drive shaft again. All good. I'm not sure if you've got to cut a little bit out of the accessory tray in the front, but we'll get to that. But yeah, make sure you use thread lock, make sure you use grease in the gearing. Okay, hopefully I've taken enough out of the bed for this to sit in now. It looks like it'll sit right up the frame rails with this set above it. So, okay, I forget where I got to wrapping this up, but what I had to do was quite extensive on it to get it to fit. So first and foremost, I had to flip the rear axle over. Obviously this shaft and this shaft are contra-rotating, whereas originally they were both running off the same shaft. I had to jimmy the shaft a little bit. I think I swapped them around because it was locking up an axle wrap, but it's absolutely fine. Now the other drive shafts will probably be brilliant for it. I think it's just where they've got dog bones in these ones. Take a big old chunk out of the bed, and then I had to cut out some of the bottom of this tyre rack for the motor to butt up against, just on the front side. It's not lost anything, and obviously you have to keep that in here for the cab to shut on these latches here. I've got loads of more upgrades planned for it. Full metal leaf springs, you know, hangers and everything, among other things. But for the time being, this has absolutely transformed this. It's taken it well over the top of the N20 and N30 motor upgrade, which is a good start to begin with. Stay tuned and it'll go on a full crawler out in at some point. But for now, you'll have to make do with a little teaser at the front end of the video. Brilliant stuff. Well worth it. And it might take a larger motor, or a faster motor in fact. But yeah, we've got metal from the motor all the way through to the wheels on this now. Well, thanks for watching. Any questions, always happy to answer them. Stay tuned. Catch you later. You Billy. Hey.